Hello students, in today's chemistry class, I am going to start chapter 6 Metals and Non-Metals. In today's class, you will learn about the introduction of metals and the properties of metals. First, see about the introduction. There are total 118 chemical elements known to us. These elements, they have some similarities as well as some differences, and every element has its specific properties. On the basis of these properties, all the elements are divided into two main groups, that is metals and non-metals. Apart from these two groups, metals and non-metals, there are some elements which shows the properties of elements as well as non-metals. They show the properties of both metals and non-metals. Means we can call them the intermediate between metals and non-metals, and they are called as metalloids. And the examples are arsenic, antimony and silicon. These are the some common metalloids. Now the question arises that what are metals? And what is their use in our daily life? Metals, they are widely used in our daily lives. For an example, the cooking utensils, door, windows, we can find different metals in our household only. And car, buses, truck, train, ship, aeroplane, all these are made up of metals or mixture of metals called alloys. Alloys means mixture of metals, means when two different metals, they combine, they mix with each other, they form alloy. Just like metals, non-metals also play a vital role in our daily life. And our life would not have been possible without the presence of non-metals on earth. You know carbon atom, a carbon element, and the carbon compounds like carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins. These are the essential elements for the growth and development of living organisms. And you know about oxygen, and oxygen is important for the survival of living organisms. In the same way, nitrogen is there, sulfur. All these are the important non-metals. So in today's class, we will discuss about the metals. So let's see first metals. Metals are the chemical elements which have the capacity to lose electrons and form positive ions called cations. The familiar type of metals are iron, aluminium, copper, lead, zinc, silver, gold, etc. Now we will discuss about the occurrence of metals, means how these metals occur in nature. Metals occur in nature either in free state or in combined state. Free state means in natural form, or combined state means when they combine with any other element, means in mixed form. So first, a metal is said to occur native or free when it is found in nature in the metallic state. Example, gold, silver, platinum. And in these, gold and platinum occur exclusively in free state because they are not reactive. Whereas copper and silver occur in both in free as well as in combined state. Now the next state is combined state. The reactive metals occur in combined state, just like oxides, carbonate, sulfide, silicates, halides, sulfates, phosphate, etc. Means these metals, they react with any other element and they occur in combined state. Now the next is physical properties of metals. Metals are solid and hard at room temperature, and the exception is mercury. Mercury and gallium are liquid at room temperature. Metals are hard to touch. Exception is lithium, potassium and sodium. These are considered as soft metals. Metals have metallic luster, means they are shiny. Metals are malleable, means they can be beaten into thin sheets. Metals are ductile, means they can be drawn into wires. Metals have high melting and boiling point. Exceptions are gallium and cesium. They have low melting point. They melt in the palm of the hand. Metals have high boiling point. Metals are good conductors of heat. Metals are good conductors of electricity. The best conductors are silver and copper. That's why more electric wires that is made up of copper. Metals are sonorous, means they can produce sound when beaten. So these are the general properties of metals. Now, noble metals. Metals such as gold, silver and platinum do not chemically combine with non-metals, and such metals are known as noble metals. Noble metals are generally resistant to corrosion and atmospheric oxidation. For more detail, just go through your textbook. Now today's homework, what are metals? Question number 2. Explain different properties of metals. You will write the properties of metals from your textbook and explain in detail with the exceptional properties also. And write these answers in your chemistry notebook. Thank you.